This is a Monster S2R 1000. Owner is complaining of pulsing in the front brakes. So I'll just show you how I go about checking it. What I do is I pull one of the screws out of the bottom of the fork leg and I fit this. This is a bolt with an aluminium piece that's been machined down. This section just here is what my dial indicator support goes onto. And the reason I didn't just machine the head of the bolt down to that is because on some of the forks I do, the bolt is recessed into the fork leg, so you need to have a piece that goes into the fork leg and some that sticks out still. So this was the easiest way to do it on those bikes. So I take the dial indicator and its stand, screw that onto there. Just stick it out to the side a bit. And then this end will point down to the disc. And when you put it on the disc, you need to make sure that it's not straight on. It needs to come on an angle. If you go backwards, you can hear a bit of squealing, and that's just because of this angle in here is greater than 90 degrees. If you go this way, well, it's less than 90 degrees up here. It's just easier on the pointer on the end of the dial indicator. So when I checked this yesterday, it had about 0.11 millimeters. Showing me a lot less today. Today it's only got about 0.08 in it. Might slide it in a little bit. You need to sort of make sure you don't get caught up in the holes. Yep, so if you do that, you'll fall into a hole and make a mess of it. See where our maximum is that way. Zero it. About 0.08. Sometimes you need to look at also the transition. If the high point is somewhere and then if it transitions over 90 degrees of the disc, that might be enough to cause a problem. Usually our warranty trigger was 0.15 millimeters. This is a bit less than I was expecting to see. One thing you can do that people often talk about is spinning these buttons around and letting them clean out, and that will reduce the run out. So we'll give the buttons a spin. I'm just jamming into the screwdriver into the center of the button, giving them a spin. How many is there? 10. That's all the way around. So, what have we got now? Oh, now it's way worse than it was. There you go. More like it was yesterday. Now it's 0.15. It's interesting. See how much it changes. So if we call that a high point, I put a mark on the disc yesterday, and the low point is there. So realistically, if the high point is now down here, it's only about 120 degrees around the disc. So it's not like it's one side is high and the other side's low. It's a bit more exaggerated than that, and that can make the feeling of a warped disc much more pronounced. But certainly these ones are rooted. 0.15 is enough to trigger the warranty thing, and that was usually fairly bad in my experience. Yesterday when I checked it, I think this was 0.11, the other side was 0.08. Clearly rotating the buttons hasn't helped at all. So I'm going to put some new discs on it.